Hey everybody, Arco here. Welcome to the fifth round of the first season 2024 Risk World Championships. In this round, we'll be doing a fixed 70% game on Reverse World. Alright, we go last, so we get the fortunate or unfortunate task of figuring out what is left for us here. But yeah, these are the full settings here. Same as in Reverse World. Blizzard's on, no fog, unstable portals. And alliances are on, so I gotta quickly do that. Alright, those are the settings. Players in the lobby, we got W1 Pro, Master, I think technically Grandmaster. We got Gorilla again in an earlier round, Grandmaster. Same with Chris, Grandmaster. Okay, he's claiming that bonus. We got Roosevelt Varughese, Grandmaster. And then Landshark 11, a Master. So another solid lobby. Hey, we get a first turn bonus from green. So it is looking like we are going to be getting a turn 2, more than likely, bonus of one of either Central Arctic or Lower Atlantica. Probably Lower Atlantica. If I had to assume stuff. Okay, Chris is making a long-term claim for India. We'll see if that ends up being a thing that ends up happening. Yeah, okay, white gets rid of our 2 anyway, so we don't have to get rid of that for blue if we want, or didn't want. So yellow takes that easy bonus. Okay, so we have a choice. Could go for this area, but that's blocked by a blue 4. Ah, boy. I think in either case, it's going to be a turn 2 bonus here. So I think we commit to this spot. And then the unstable portals actually end up working out quite nicely here. Because green could fortify this out. Then red could do a 4-on-1 and move that out into his bonus there. There we go. And Chris ends up getting 4 for being on 12 territories. There we go. And white takes that over. Ooh. He'll just hit a bunch of stuff in there. So I need to prioritize breaking, finishing my bonus and hoping somebody else breaks, I think. Uh, break that. And then we will... what can we do? Yeah, probably better just to move that around. We'll be in a pretty defensive position up here. Okay, blue gets their bonus a little bit late. So we can hopefully card trade in the bottom +4. Okay, Chris gets his bonus. troops aren't quite ideally lined up where I want them in my bonus, but can eventually shuffle that around, I guess. Okay, white eliminates yellow from behind them. Yellow gets 10. We did allow them to hold the +7. We did break the smaller bonus. So hopefully that's reciprocated somewhat. Yeah, we'll just do that for now. See if we can get a card here. Fantastic. And then we will... just move that up. What is our card situation like? No trade. Very scary board state here. Any one of these guys, especially the ones with +7s, with a 10 set, could really do some damage. Have to see what the unstable portal RNG is going to be like. Alright, 10 trait for white. So they end up surviving nicely. Ooh. They put a 7 next to the 3. What are those bonuses? 4 and 3? Okay, that's the same as what others are getting, weirdly enough. Alright. It's an unstable portal on our bonus. Ah, we have no trade. Oh, no trade here really sucks. Especially with portals opening right on us. And everyone's gonna have trades of their own. Ugh. Okay, yeah, Chris doesn't have a set, but he's on 45 troops. How do we just not die here? I don't see how we just, I think we just die. Oh man. And it's the 4 trade on 5 of all things. Yep, I get cleared out of that pocket, sure. I don't even know if white has lines. I purposely kept my 7 in this corner here to make it awkward for white. Yellow doesn't have many troops pointed at me, so it's also awkward for them. Same with Chris, actually. It would have to be a coordinated effort. He just bulks up. He's on 60 troops. White is going for my kill. Oh, gets good enough to... Oh! No, should have used the 9. Now it's risky. Now they're going to feed it unless they get good slow roll dice. Oh, and they get good dice anyway. Enjoy my 3 soldiers. Wow, that was... Yeah, well, that was shitty. Yeah, they had my kill there with the dice they got on my 14, but they could have attacked down to do a 12 on 7, which is 100%, and then the 9 could have swooped around to clean up, so that would have been a 100% guaranteed kill instead of the risky 7 on 7 that ended up happening. But the dice worked out, so they get that. And we end with a good old 2-point score. Yeah, last in the turn order with not the best spawn. If I had a set on 3 or 4, I could have maybe contested white for whether or not they should be allowed to hold this second bonus here, but yeah, card RNG was just not there this game. But now we get to have fun watching the others here. See if anybody ends up having 70 lines soon. Especially with a bunch of these portals. So with the 2 points, that puts us on 63. So I think we'll have enough to qualify to the next round. But we're going to have at least a somewhat decent game in order to make the following round, which I think is semis, quarters. I don't even know where we're on. Yeah, I think going into the next round is quarterfinals. Yeah, seeing W1 Pro take out my pocket on the right meant that if I took the bottom middle bonus instead, I was probably going to be in a similar fate. Okay, Chris advances a lot of his troops to his borders. He's got 69 troops. Let's give the dab from the grave. Alright, so next turn, portal's open. Are we going to see any potential 70% attempts? The right side of the board is blocked up fairly well. Although there is that portal spot Chris left a 1. I'm not sure if it's possible at the moment for anybody to get the 70 from this spot. Probably gonna have to wait another 2 or 4 turns for everybody to build up a bit. If white has a trade on 3, actually, 15 hits the 2 and these blue 1s. They put in some troops here to take out these yellow 1s. And then they put the bulk of their troops on the portal to hit the green 11, some 1s, and then the red 1, and then some 1s and the 5 here. That might be enough. Maybe a couple down here to take out these 4 1s. Nobody got rid of that. Yeah, if white has a 10 set here, they might be able to run it. Haven't done the detailed counting, but it looks promising. Yeah, Chris kept that portal a 2 there, so it seems pretty open. Do they have a 10 set? Question number 1. They do not. So yeah, they'd be just shy. Kind of a shame. If they did have a 10 trade, they may have had enough. Yellow with the 6 trade. They're kind of just stuck in the middle. I don't think they have 70 lines right now.
This is fine. This is fine. This is fine.
Alright. Portal is open on white stack again. Blue moves to the corner. So I'm imagining green is going to move down 1 spot at least with the 31 and then guard the portal strong. Well, guards it with just the 11. Yeah, adding some down there is good. Good second attack there from yellow, actually, creating that extra split for white. Ooh, blue leaves all that open as well. Yeah, so if Gorilla and Chris leave these portals weak, the same lines I mentioned earlier will happen. Yeah, because white can make, and white's Roosevelt. He can make a 4-on-1 here, make like a 7 or 8 to hit these string of 5-1s. The 15 hits the yellow 2, takes care of this blue pocket. And then the 10 hits these middle ones and can now hit the blue 2 and green 1 in the Mediterranean. And then the big stack hits the green 17, all these ones, and then comes down, hits Chris's portal, and clears out all this. And that should be enough for the 70. Let's see if white sees it. I think regardless of what trade value they have, they should go for this here. Ooh, only the 4 trade. They don't need any over there. Okay, they could still use the portal stack here. Oh, do they not see it? Ah, they don't see it. Now, now, granted, I'm saying all this from the from the washed-up commentator booth here. Obviously, I obviously understand the pressure and nerves of actually being in the game with stuff on the line and whatnot. So you always have to remember that factor. But now let's see. Yeah, white can do. Yeah, next turn white can also can do a similar thing if they move their 52 to one of those portals. Although there being 2 portals, white would have to defend, meaning some 70 runs from other players might be a possibility. defending it 3 ways. Okay. Now, if Chris moves that back to the portal, then some of the 70 lines will go away here. Now, only makes it an 11. Yeah, it's around turns like this is when, like this part of the game is when the tension really kicks in. Okay, leaves a 10 behind to semi-block that area for other players. That's a decent move. Yellow trades in. Okay, W1 Pro sets in. A lot of his material's still kind of stuck, so I don't think he's going for the 70. Oh, maybe he is. No, he's just getting another position up there. Okay. Leaves that open. Lots of exposed ones in the bottom left corner. Does anyone take their chances? Do we see Gorilla try something? Or does he also just create another spot? No, we're all just creating other spots? Okay. Oh, Chris is making a run. Okay. Busts through, wins the 7-on-8, not the 2-on-1. 40 moving through the Mediterranean. Hops over the portal. Neat movement there. Through the 9 at the top, into the mid-Atlantic areas. Didn't need to split there, but he loses only 4 on the 11. 53%, has a 40 stack. Mows through the 30 with some balance blitz bullshit, hits a bunch of ones, and gets the 70%. Good game to Chris. He gets the first place with 12 points. I get 2 points, and the rest of them get survival points, plus the 1 bounty that White got on me. Alright, that's the game, just like that. Good old fix 70. The board was open just enough, and Chris got decent rolls, especially in the top right areas there. And alright, that is round 5. As I mentioned earlier, we've likely advanced to round 6 or the quarterfinals, but probably barely. We'll need a decent game to have hopes to get into the semis. But alright, well played, everybody. GG's once again to all of our opponents. More tournaments to come in the queue, of course. And until next time, take care and cheers for stopping by.